सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला हबीबिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला रहीमिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन।
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. The time is 7 o'clock and we will be starting right away. So we are starting with a recitation from the Holy Quran by missionary Miftahuddin Abdullah Muallim Silsila. Missionary Abdullah, Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألهاكم التكاثر حتى زرتم المقابر كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين ألهاكم التكاثر حتى زرتم المقابر كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون كلا لو تعلمون علم اليقين لترون الجحيم ثم لترونها عين اليقين ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم Translation. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the most merciful. Mutual rivalry in seeking worldly increase diverts you from God till you reach the grace. Nay, you will soon come to know. Nay, again, you will soon come to know. Nay, if you only knew with certain knowledge, you will surely see hell in this very life. Hey, you will surely see it with the eye of certainty. Then, on that day, you shall be called to account about the worldly favors. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan jaza. The next item on the agenda is appraisal of the Ijtema and distribution of prices. And that is going to be anchored by Engineer Said Koliola Nasab, who is the chairman of the planning committee. Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
We thank Almighty Allah for His mercy, grace upon every one of us. Alhamdulillah, ala kulli hal wa alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. The Ijtema started by the arrival of the advance party of the Majlis and Sawla Ahmadiyya Nigeria on Monday, where we have 32 members of the Majlis and another committee member present. On Tuesday, there are a couple of council calls that were made, where we have a visit to the Basharon of Oyomesi. We have also visited the Chief Imam of Oyo Land. We visited the Chief Imam of Elora. We also visited the Palace of Akibio, the King of Elora Land. We visited the Divisional Police Headquarters at Jubilee and Elora to sensitize them about the upcoming program. And Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, all the visits received a warm reception from the people that own the town. On Wednesday, we proceed with the activities of Council Corps alongside with the medical camp, where we attended to patients of different ailments. So on that day, the Council Corps made was to get to the chairperson of Oyo West at Afijio. We also visited the DPO area commander for the entire Oyo town, alongside with the DPO of the Oyo West at Atiba. We also attend to visit the Archbishop Ladigbolu at his residence in Oyo, to also intimate them about the program of that we intend to have in the town. The medical camp continued through Thursday, and Council Call to all the security agencies were completed on Thursday, where we visited the NSCDC, the Federal Road Safety, VIO, and the Amatekun team, and all of them were also ready and well prepared for the program. That same Thursday, we visited the Nigerian Correctional and Educational Service at Abolongo, Oyo, to share with them the trend that is coming in the town. And they are all happy that they are also recognized and considered, and a couple of and the proper comment to Tajud on Friday, where we'll be having Tajud prayer followed by the Fajr prayer. We have the Darsul Quran, where we discuss shall we treat those who believe and do good works like those who act corruptly in the arts. Well, that has been done by the Mukarram Nafi Omotayo Absalam. We have done some hadiths on the concept of obedience in Islam by Mukarram Abdul Rashid Sani Sahib. We also have a Mafusa on the spiritual power of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, being done by Mukarram Abdul Latif Adelegon. followed by the light exercise. We have a couple of announcements before we go for our breakfast. This will preempt the continuation of the registration of members before we now get set and receive the contingents of Amir Sahib in our midst, and will commence the registration. We'll commence the Juma service. With Juma service, we declare the Ijtema opened by 4:30, where we have all the members seated here with the following programs. So with that, we have the first lecture of the Ijtema, which is on the call towards God, a foremost responsibility of pious parents. This is being done by Amukara Mubarak Bello Sahib. When we have the comment from our guests, and they also visited the exhibition display on the Humanitarian First, Majlis Ansarullah Ahmadiyya and the Jamaat Ahmadiyya Nigeria. Then after that, we'll be having our dance after the Maghrib prayer, where we'll be having a means of attaining pleasure of God that is being delivered by Morabil Abukar Olowomi before we go for our dinner on Friday. I skipped the information on the medical camp. We had a 2-day exercise at the Palace of Akibio, like I said, on Wednesday and Thursday, with more than 500 people attended to the first day, and the second day has been estimated.
Hello?
On Saturday, we commence the day with the Tahajjud prayer, followed by the Fajr prayer. Then we'll have our Dars al-Quran. On the verse of Al-Quran, chapter 4, verse 16. On you, O ye who believe, obey Allah and obey His messenger, and those who are in authority among you. This is being done by Mukarram Abdul Nasser Abdul Hamid. That is followed by That's what it is. A believer is never beaten twice in the same oath. This is being taken by Mukarram Abdul Latif Adeola Ilori Sahib. Amafusa was followed by Mukarram Nasim Ahmad Bird, which is being taken by the representative we said he asked to do the lecture. That was done on the fundamental guidance from the promised Messiah, alayhi salam, for members of the community. We have our head talk on non-communicable disease in the elderly, focus on hypertension and diabetes by Dr. Abdulgani Ahmad. We have a light exercise which is being anchored by Ibrahim King. Where we go to our sport competition on that Saturday, which we have the lights of the Power Pro and the March Pass before we commence the formal opening of the Ijtema with the presence of Amir Sahib and other special guests. We are privileged to have in our presence the special assistant to the governor of Oyo State, who came to grace our operation. So the program goes thus. We start with the introduction of the guest recitation from the Holy Quran by Mukarram Abdullah Ahmad Sahib. That was followed by consider with his translation by Brother Tawfiq Al-Salam. We have the Maan pledge, hosting of the flags, and the march past parade was also conducted, where we have 59 delegates in the attendance. The chairman opening address follows when we return to the hall. We now have the team lecture on experiencing God in the materialistic world that was done justice to by Mukarram Abdul Fattah Edu Sahib. Then we now have the second lecture on the wisdom of Khilafah, the shining light that illuminates our way, that was treated accordingly by Mukarram Hafiz Shamsuddin Uju Sahib. Then we have some guest address, particularly from the special advisor to Oyo State government. Before we have the chairman closing remark and another couple of announcements, before we go for our Salatul Zuhr and Asri, and eventually have our lunch. And that was succeeded by Italian programs the likes of Quran recitation competition and speech contest and the quiz competition. This is how the whole Saturday was spent before we have our Maghrib and Isha. And with Maghrib and Isha combined, then we'll have a short lecture by Mukarram. Yes, we have Maghrib and Isha, and other events, the other competition then follow accordingly. That will lead us to the end of Saturday, so around 11:40, before everybody go to sleep. We have our light out accordingly. On Sunday, we start as usual with the Tahajjud prayer, Fajr prayer. We have our Zoom sermon done by Dr. Taufik Ajibola Kawasahi. The head talk on AD aging, the do's and don'ts. That's supposed to be done by Dr. Muslimuddin Fawali, but was anchored by Dr. Sonny Taufik for the fact that Dr. Muslimuddin Fawali was not able to attend the Ijtema. So this leads us to this process session that we have started, and with this will lead us to the announcement of the competitions. And I want to praise the indulgence of Salasa on who to be taking, to be giving out the prizes to the winners accordingly. So I will start with the sports competitions. The first on the list is table tennis. For table tennis, the third competition go to Baba Medele AO from Oluyole Olara. The table tennis competition third position goes to Baba Medele AO from Oluyole Olara. Sarasa. So I'm asking Sarasa, who is going to help us to give out this? Mission in charge. Mission in charge will be giving out the prizes. Baba Medele AO from Oluyole Olara. If you don't have the participants, we can have the Nasim Allah to come forward and have the prizes. So in that way, our advice that all Nasim Allah should be very close to the front. So in the event if we don't have their participants that actually win the prizes, the Nasim Allah can take on their behalf. We have to make it a bit snappy. So Baba Medele AO from Oluyole Olara. If it's not in the hall, do we have Nasim Oluyole Olara in? So the second position go to Brother Ali Maruf from Akinyele Dilia. Brother Ali Maruf. Brother Ali Maruf, if you are coming, let's know. Okay. Is that Brother Ali? Who? Okay. Let's be fast about that. Okay, Brother Abdel is here. That from Mission in charge. That's the third position, table tennis. The second position, table tennis, goes to Brother Alim Maruf from Akinyele Dilia. Second position, table tennis. It's okay. This prize for second position, table tennis. Barakallahu lakum. Let's be chanting Barakallahu lakum once the prize is given. Then the first position for table tennis competition, that's the last one, goes to Brother Nini Ola Nuruddin, E4 Dilia. Brother Nini Ola Nuruddin, E4 Dilia. The first position prize. Return to our in. Be fast. That's for first position. So that will be followed by concentration race. The people at that table, let's arrange that thing accordingly and guide the person that will be giving it out so that we won't have any enemies up again. On concentration race for Sabdom, we still crave the indulgence of missionary in charge to help us give it out. Missionary in charge, sir, will help us give out the prize again. So I'll be having Brother Shitu Sabur from Coca-Cola, third position concentration race for South Dome. Shitu Sabur from Coca-Cola dealer. Coca-Cola, Nosim Ala Coca-Cola, if you don't have the brother. Then Brother Soli Ijtema from Ondo, who came second in the concentration race for South Dome, should also be stepping forward. Okay, that's third position, Brother Shitu Sabur. The second position, Brother Soli Ijtema, Ondo dealer. Then the first position go to Brother Olajere Isaac from Abeokuta dealer. Brother Olajere Isaac from Abeokuta dealer. First position, concentration race at Sabdo level. Nothing Abeokuta can come forward if you can't get the brother. Okay, Bismillah. You can use that step. Then concentration race for South Awal. So we'll be having the third position goes to Brother Olanrewaju Abdulfatah from Alimosho dealer. Brother Olanrewaju Abdulfatah, Alimosho dealer. Third position for concentration race at the South Awal level. From Alimosho, Brother Alimin Ismail from Oshogo should also be ready for second position on the concentration race for Safawa level. Who? For Olanrewaju, that's third position. Go and pick it. Wait, let him collect it. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Then the second position, Brother Alim Ismail from Oshogo dealer. And the first position goes to Brother Bankole Isaac from Abeokuta dealer. Brother Bankole Isaac from Abeokuta dealer. First position, concentration race at the South Awal level. But Bankole Isaac from Abeokuta. So with that, we allow missionary in charge to take some rest, and this is first position, Brother Isaac. And this is first position from Abeokuta, Brother Bankole Isaac. Who took the second position prize? He took the two together. Then brother, who collected for Brother Olanrewaju Abdulfatah, you took for third and second. The second should be given to Brother Alim Ismail. It's only one. Okay, the non-sim Allah have collected it. So let's follow up as we go on, please. It is important. So we crave the indulgence of General Secretary Sab to help with giving out of these following prizes. 100-meter race, but the third position go to Brother Shitu Sabur from Coca-Cola dealer. 100-meter race, Brother Shitu Sabur from Coca-Cola dealer. The second position go to Brother Adediran Shakrudin from Omia Adio dealer. 100-meter race, Coca-Cola, go to GS. The third position goes to Brother Shitu Sabur from Coca-Cola dealer. Second position goes to Brother Adediran Shakrudin, Omia Adio dealer. And the first position goes to Brother Oyinlola Kosim, Oshogo dealer. Brother Kosim Oyinlola from Oshogo dealer. Is he not the one coming? Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Jazakumullah khairan, JSR. I'll crave the indulgence of Salah Majlis Kudama Media Nigeria to help give out the prizes for our March Pass. Salah sir. The third position for March Pass goes to Abeokuta dealer with 77.4%. Third position match pass goes to Abeokuta dealer with 77.4% score. That's third position. Third position. Barakallahu lakum. Look at the camera. Barakallahu lakum. The second position goes to Mowe Ibafudila with 80.25%. Mowe Ibafudila. Mowe Ibafudila, second position match pass. Mowe Ibafu, Nasim Ala, Mowe Ibafu, or is any of his executive around. Barakallahu lakum. Let's be saying Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. And the first position for match pass goes to Monotor Dilia with 82.5%. With 82.5%. Monotor Dilia. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Sasa, Jazakallahu khairan. We'll be having Naib Amir Talim Tarbiya to help giving out. Okay, he's not there. Okay. I mean the last person. Okay, it's not there. All right, so we'll be claiming the judges of Naib Amir, Admin and Finance to help us give us the prices for Power Pool. For Power Pool, the third position goes to Akoko Dilia. Akoko Dilia, third position for Power Pool. Naib Amir sir. The Power Pool, they are coming. Akoko Dilia, third position. And the second position goes to Ojodu Dilia. Ojodu should also be stepping forward. That's third position for Barakallahu lakum. Please, let's be saying Barakallahu lakum. Ojodu Dilia came second in the Power Pool. You can as well see the nozzle. You can see his six packs. Barakallahu lakum. And the first position, Power Pool, go to Lagos mainland. First position, Power Pool goes to Lagos mainland. That will bring us to the end of the sporting event competition. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Jazakumullah khairan. Yes, that will lead us to the presentation of the educational contest winners. On this, we'll be having three groups. We'll be having Group C, Group B, and Group A. Bajlis Asar Ramadan Nigeria purposely have this so that we create a level ground for others that are from weak areas, as in the upcoming Jamaats. Because by the time we group them or categorize them together, we know quite well that there are some specific dealer that if you do it 100 times, they will still be the one that will be winning. But for them to give the feeling of involvement and for them to be part of the process, we group them, all the dealers, in three categories. So I'll be starting with Group C. So Group C will be taking the competition for Group C. Naib Amir, Tabligh and Takid will help us give out to all the Group C winners. We're starting with a Quran competition, speech contest, quiz competition, and consider competition before we go to Group B. So all this will be given out by Naib Amir, Tabligh and Tajnid. So we'll be starting with Quran competition. The third position for Group C Quran competition goes to Bra Said Adebayo from Nasarawa Dila. Bra Said Adebayo from Nasarawa Dila. That's the winner for Group C Quran competition, third position. Then the second position goes to brother A.R. Fasasi from Kaduna Dila. That is Bra Said Adebayo from Nasarawa Dila. Third position, Quran recitation at Group C level. Brother A.R. Fasasi from Kaduna should also step forward. That's the second position. While the first position go to Sonny Alhaji Muhammad from Lokoja, that is from Kaduna, Barakallahu lakum, Barakallahu lakum. Then the first position for Quranic competition at the Group C level go to Sonny Alhaji Muhammad from Lokoja, Barakallahu lakum, Barakallahu lakum. Look at the camera, sir. Camera, yeah. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. For speech contest, for this category, all the participants that are expected to participate at this level is only one of them that show up. And as a result of that, we've been awarding the only person that attended that have been tested to us. So I'll be calling on Brother Kehinde Abdul Wahab, who happened to be the only person that appeared and presented very well for that category. Brother Kehinde Abdul Wahab from Ayetoro Dila will be the only one that will be presenting the prizes to at this level. Brother Kehinde Abdul Wahab, Ayetoro Dila. Is it? Okay. So that is the only prize we'll be giving out on speech contest at that category. At that group, brother. Barakallahu lakum. So unfortunately, on the quiz competition, we don't have any of the participants that is expected to participate. None of them show up. So we won't announce anybody on quiz competition. For consider competition, we also have the same show where there's only one participant that showed up for that Group C. So we'll be calling on Brother Sekrola Yusuf from Okeogundila for his prize on consider competition. That's Brother Sekrola Yusuf from Okeogundila. Barakallahu lakum. Jazakumullahu khairan. So that brings us to the end of the Group C educational contest. So we're calling on the General Secretary, sir, once again. General Secretary, please will help us give out the prizes for Group B Talim competitions. Group B Talim competition. You'll be, yes, yourself, General Secretary, sir. So I'll be having the following winners from Group B competition. I'll be starting with the Quran competition. Quran competition, third position for Group B goes to Brother Ibiyemi Abdul Hakim from Iwodila. Ibiyemi Abdul Hakim from Iwodila. Third position Quran recitation for Group B. Brother Ibiyemi Abdul Hakim from Iwodila. The second position goes to Brother Oshinowo Ibrahim, Ijebu North Dila. And the first position for that category goes to Brother Oloko Ahmed from Mowe Ibafo. Brother Oloko Ahmed, first position, Quran recitation for Group B. First position goes to Brother Oloko Ahmed from Mowe Ibafo Dila. Is that okay? Okay, yeah. That's Mowe Ibafo, first position, Quran competition. Barakallahu lakum. That will lead me to speech contest award. The third position for speech contest go to Brother Umar Ibrahim from Akoko Dila. Third position speech contest go to Brother Umar Ibrahim from Akoko Dila. And the second position go to Brother Tijani Ibrahim, Ipokia Dila. He should also be stepping forward. Brother Umar Ibrahim, is that you? You can step up. That's the second position, Brother Tijani Ibrahim, Ipoki Adela, on the speech contest at the Group B level. And the first position for speech contest at the Group B level, Barakallahu lakum, goes to Brother Adam Sulaiman, Mowe Bafodela. Barakallahu lakum. Brother Sulaiman Adam, Mowe Bafo. That's the first position, Group B speech contest. Then that will lead me to quiz competition. The third position for competition for Group B goes to Brother Abdulrazak M. Orudu from First Agdila. First Agdila, Brother Abdulrazak M. Orudu from First Agdila. And the second position goes to Brother Sulaiman Erin Folami Oyodela. Brother Sulaiman Erin Folami should step forward. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. The second position goes to Brother Sulaiman Erin Folami from Oyodela. The first position for that quiz competition for Group B go to Brother Olalekan Manso O from Ededela. Confront. Brother Olalekan Manso. Okay. Barakallahu lakum. Okay, is there. Barakallahu lakum. That's quiz competition Group B, second position. Barakallahu lakum. The first position goes to Brother Olalekan Manso O from Ededila. Let's be saying Barakallahu lakum. That is our culture. Barakallahu lakum. Then the last one on that group is a consider competition. The third position for that Group B goes to Brother Sonny Nuruddin from Iwodila. Consider competition. Brother Sonny Nuruddin from Iwodila. Brother Sonny Nuruddin from Iwodila. Then second position goes to Brother Olorun Tobi Tajuddin from Ondodela. He also be stepping forward. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. The second position goes to Brother Olorun Tobi Tajuddin Ondodela. The first position for consider competition for Group B go to Brother Folani Abdulatif Oyodela. Barakallahu lakum. Brother Folani. Okay. All right. Consider competition. First position go to Brother Folani Abdulatif from Oyodela. Yes, sir. Jazakumullah khairan. I'll be calling on Imam Lere Yusuf sir to help us give out the prizes for Group A Talim competitions. Alhaji Lere Yusuf sir. So we'll be starting with Quranic competition for Group A. The third position for this level go to Brother Salahuddin Sahid Ilarudala. The third position for Quranic competition for Group A goes to Brother Salahuddin Sahid from Ilarudala. All right. Then the second position go to Brother Ismail Awa from Oluyole Onara. Brother Ismail Awa from Oluyole Onara Dela. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Brother Ismail Awa from Oluyole. Then the first position goes to Brother Abdul Rauf Abbas A from Lagos Island Dela. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. On this note, I would like to announce the overall best for the Quran competition. Overall best for Quran competition, which goes to Brother Abdul Rauf Abbas A from Lagos Island Tila. That's attract a trophy. Barakallahu lakum. That's overall best across the three groups. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Then that will lead me to speech contest. Imam Lele Sab, we see how others. So we're having the third position for speech contest go to Brother Hussein Miftauddin from Akpata Dela. Third position speech contest for Group A go to Brother Miftauddin Hussein from Akpata Dela. All right, Barakallahu lakum. The second position go to brother Abdul Hafiz Bello, Ikorodu Dila. The second position, speech contest for Group A, go to brother Abdul Hafiz Bello from Ikorodu Dila. And the first position for that contest goes to brother Qasim Bakari Agege Dela. Nasim Alaundo, please step forward. Brother Qasim Bakari from Agege Dela. First position, speech contest for Group A. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Ondo Dila Koid. Nasim Allah, Ondo Dila, I'm coming. Please want to see you. Kindly step out on the stage. Now we have the best speech contest presenter, which is Brother Qasim Bakari as well. From Agege. That also attracted trophy. Okay. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. The last at that level, the next on that level is a quiz competition. The quiz competition for Group A. You see Imam there? Yes. That goes to brother Mustafa Abdul Qadir from Abuja, Dela. Quiz competition, third position goes to brother Mustafa Abdul Qadir, Abuja, Dela. And the second position goes to brother Akiade Ahmed from Manaton, Dela. Second position. That's Barakallah. That is second position. Is it Abuja? Okay, this is the person. Okay, step forward. Yes, that is second position. Brother Akiade Ahmed, right? We are still expecting brother Mustafa Abdul Qadir from Abuja for the third position. While the first position go to brother Akpo Oyin Abdul Hafiz from Omia Diodela. Akpo Oyin Abdul Hafiz. Hello, below. Akpo Oyin Abdul Hafiz, first position quiz competition. You should stay behind to also collect quiz competition overall best. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Sindabwa. Barakallahu lakum. Then we'll be having considered competition. The third position considered competition is brother Oladiti Tajuddin from Oluyole Onara. Oladiti Tajuddin. Oluyole Onara Dela. Third position considered for Group A. While the second position goes to brother Wasiu O Ashafe from Abuja. Wasiu O Ashafe from Abuja. And the first position for Group A, considered competition goes to brother Timei Abdul Hafiz from Ikorodu Dila. Consider Group A, first position goes to brother Timei Abdul Hafiz. And the considered competition overall best also goes to the same person, Timei Abdul Hafiz. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Jazakallahu khairan, Imam Lele Sahib. There will be moving on to some special exam. At some point, Majlis Ansarullah Ahmadiyya Nigeria conducted its member on the basic syllabus of Ta'alim and Ta'alim al-Quran. And we had exam. And this exam, we want to announce the winners at the Jila level and at the MOOC level. So I'll be taking that of the MOOC first. At MOOC level, when we did those exams, the overall third position goes to brother Sikirullah Taiwo Ajimoti from Akinyele Dela. Barakallahu lakum. For the MOOC, GSR, I've not mentioned, GS can help us with that. for the dealer and the mook. Barakallahu lakum. And the second position goes to Brother Yunus G. Adeleke from Coca-Cola Dela. Yunus G. Adeleke from Coca-Cola Dela. Barakallahu lakum. And the first position for the MOOC level goes to Brother Abdul Hakim Busari, Ilorin Dela. Barakallahu lakum. I'll be taking on the dealer. At the dealer level, we have tie. We have two people that came second. And I'll be calling the first second, who is Brother Adams Waliullah from Ilarodola. The Talim al-Quran dealer exam, Brother Adams Sulaiman from Ilarodola, second position. Brother Raji Abdul Hakim from Coca-Cola dealer should also be stepping forward. That is the second position too. While we have the first position, at that level goes to Brother Ogun Shakin Tajuddin from Ekiti dealer. First position, dealer exam on Talim and Talim al-Quran. Brother Ogun Shakin Tajuddin from Ekiti dealer. Ekiti, not similar like Ekiti. If you can't find Brother Tajuddin, okay, that's Brother Tajuddin. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Jazakumullah khairan. I will crave the judges of the former Minister, Professor Amashud Adele Fashola, in giving out the following prizes. For this year, we conducted all the SAFDOM across the country on 4-level examination. The very first level was what was conducted for all members across all the Mokomi in Nigeria. And we selected the best 3 from each of the Mokomi. And those 3 are the ones that participated at the dealer level. So at their dealer level, they choose the best 5. And the best 5 proceed to the zonal level. And the best 5 from the zonal level proceed to the national. And when we aggregate all the results all across these 12 zones we have in Nigeria, I have the privilege to announce the following to you. The third position goes to Brother Lanlokun Muhyiddin Abiodun from Oluyole Onara for the SAFDON exam. Brother Lanlokun Muhyiddin Abiodun from Oluyole Onara came third in SAFDOM examination. And the second position goes to Brother Ogunshakin Tajuddin from Ekiti Dela. Is that Brother Loko? Yeah. That's the third position, SAFDOM examination. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Brother Ogunshakin Tajuddin from Ekiti, second position. And the first position for this SAFDOM exam for this year, 2020, goes to Brother Abdul Aziz Dawood from Oshogbo Dela. Brother Abdul Aziz Dawood from Oshogbo Dela came first in the SAFDOM exam. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. That's first position for SAFDOM exam for this year. Jazakumullah khairan. Amen, sir. Okay, Oshogo, that is one goal. You want to give it? Brother Abdulaziz Dawood, take this from Prince Ab. You can go to that side. Go through that side. Prince will give you a bag to take your prizes. Okay, it's there. It's there. So this will lead us to the award, and the award presentation will create the judges of Amosai. But this is the way we'll go about it. Our basis for criteria we'll consider before we make all the following award will be read out by the Uncle Sir. And we'll be starting with the best nursery. and the citation will be read to us. We then make the formal announcement of the name.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم. Respected Amir Sahib, permit me to stand on the already established protocol. Respected Amir Sahib, by our method and process of selection, our choices for both Best Nursery and Distinguished Personality of the Year are always not in the know until the D-Day when it will be announced. So, but today, I don't want to keep anybody in suspense. I want to humbly crave the indulgence of the Amir Sahib to invite our Best Nursery of the Year, the awardee for this year, to come and stand before this august congregation while I read his citation, so that the whole house can also assess whether or not we are justified in selecting him. Your kind permission, Amir Sahib, to invite. So I have the very privilege and honor to invite Mukarram Muhammad Qasim Oyikola Sahib to come and stand before the august house. Mukarram Muhammad Qasim Oyikola Sahib to please come out and stand before this august congregation. Is a very versatile and agile eaglet nursing, we call him, of less than a decade. And he's just approaching his golden year. Yes, he's always very busy. Let me continue. He's a free-born and bred son of Modakeke in Osun State, where he had his both. Okay. Amir Sahib, we have a Nobel Award this year. A Nobel Award of the most dedicated nursery. This is the first time we are giving this award, a most dedicated nursery. It's also a very young nursery, a subdome of less than 6 years. He's a native of Ilaro, Ogun State, but he now belongs to Akure Mukomi of Ondo Delea. He's a technician by profession. In terms of schooling, he's not very educated. The highest stage of his education is Tech 3 from a technical college, from where he had his trade test grades 3, 2, and 1. Since he arrived this venue on Thursday, he had always been very, very ubiquitous, moving everywhere, day and night. It's not as if he was busy doing nothing, or he took joy in just moving around aimlessly. Okay. I think I got my own information a little wrong. I got it a little wrong. He got past Tech 3. He was privileged to also attend a College of Technology, or University of Technology. At any rate, our concern here, our focus here, is his activities in the Majlis Ansarullah. Since Thursday, you see him, he has never changed his dress. Since Thursday, he was always in his pullover. Even by 1 a.m., call him, he's always on hand. Any time of the day or the night, he's always on hand. We had some challenges of water because he is a plumber by profession. He's always on hand. Anytime any pipe got busted, he's always there. In fact, we had one problem on I think on Saturday morning by 1 a.m. when there was no water, the old water got, see him. This is what he has been putting on since Thursday. And I have the very honor and privilege to present before this august congregation, Brother Akpeno Sulaiman Abiodun, for our most dedicated nurse for this year 2022. Can you please step forward before the Amir Sahab for your award? La ilaha. Amir Sahab, the next award is that of Distinguished Personality of the Year. It's a pity our choice for this award this year was not able to be at this Ijtema. He is not on sick bed. I assure you, he's not on sick bed, but he has some age-related challenges that will not allow him to stay here and feel comfortable, especially in the night. And that is why, even though it was not his choice and he was not happy not being here, but the available facilities here will not be enough for him to stay here overnight. So the distinguished personality is a person known to every one of us here. Is an octogenarian in his mid-80s and still still bouncing, having lived more than 4 years after his birth, and by the blessed holy matrimony of his father and mother, whose name I will mention later, from Ikire in Irelewole local government area of Osun State. He had his primary and secondary education in Ibadan between 1950 and 1960. He also had a brief stint in teaching before he proceeded to Yaba College of Technology for his engineering course. In 1966, he joined the Electricity Corporation of Nigeria, ECN, which later became NEPA, as an electrical control operator in Lagos. He rose steadily through the ranks to retire in 2001 as a principal manager after 35 years of meritorious service, during which he served in different parts of Nigeria and in different capacity. His journey into Ahmadiyya. He came in contact with Ahmadiyya when he got to the College of Technology, Yaba, Lagos, around 1961, through Alpha S.B. Giwa of Blessed Movement, the father of late Professor Afatai Giwa, who was then going to the college to teach the Muslim students their Islam and leading them in prayers, especially Juma prayers, alongside his contemporaries such as Engineer H.O. Sumanu, our former Amir, Alhaji H.A. Sumanu, the labor leader, Engineer Ahmed Aliassan, a former Naib Amir seated here, Engineer Tomori, a former Circle President Kwara, and another former Amir, Alhaji M.M. Meshanu, among a host of others. However, he decided not to rush into signing the bayat then. He rather wanted to understand the Jamaat in depth before committing himself. But when he eventually signed the bayat in Ibadan in 1966, it was a total and undiluted commitment of everything that he was and possessed. Since that time, he has been exhibiting high standards of loyalty, obedience, and submissiveness to the Jamaat system, which has never waned down at any point in time up to this very moment, irrespective of whoever occupies the leadership seat of the Jamaat at any period and level of the Jamaat administrative structure. In fact, to a fault. He can be duped. If you go to him and say, Alaji, Amir Sahab has sent me to come and to tell that you sell your house and give me the money. He will not verify before he sells his house and give money to that person. So it's a philanthropist of high repute. His loyalty, obedience, and submission to the leadership of the Jamaat has reached such a height that to the worldly people, it could be taken for something else. To him, the wish of any leader of the Jamaat is his own command. I remember when he was advised to give his daughter in marriage to somebody who was not prepared for it, and is immediately submitted. The person I'm talking about is no other person than Alhaji Engineer Abdul Rashid Oyeniran Ayinla Akintobi. So I want to crave the indulgence of myself to invite Brother Abdul Hakim Akintobi, our National Talim Quran Secretary, and his brother-in-law, Professor Abdurrahman Abdullah, to come and stand in for Alhaji Engineer Abdul Rashid Oyeniran Ayinla Akintobi. That is the only male child of the all-guys family. Barakallahu lakum. Please say it. Barakallahu lakum. So, back to the best nasib of the year.
President for Akbata for 6 years.
So, okay. May I humbly invite Mukarram Muhammad Qasim Oyekola Sahab to please step forward and stand before this august house. I don't want to talk much about Mukarram Oyekola Sahib. I've told you he's a freeborn and bred son of Modaite in Osun State. Although it was his father's wish that he should be dedicated to the service of the man, but that wish of his father also corroborated his own personal interest to become a servant of the Jamaat, which led to his being enrolled in the Jamia at the time he did. With the gracious approval of Ashat Alat Masih, the fifth Ayat Al Aziz, and motivation of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat Nigeria, he obtained both his bachelor's and master's degree from the prestigious University of Lagos, Akoka, in Yoruba language studies with special proficiency in translation. Okay. In fact, at his first degree level, he was the best graduating student of his department to win the highly coveted Adeyemi Karunwi Prize. As a missionary of the Jamaat, serving at the national headquarters, he is specially blessed to be saddled with many assignments of his high responsibilities, which include, but not strictly restricted to the following: Coordinator National Wasia Department, Subscription Coordinator, the Review of Religions Nigeria, Coordinator Shanda Drive Unit of the Jamaat Finance Department, a member of National Tarbiyya Committee, a member of National Scholarship Committee, an eloquent speaker preacher, a grassroots mobilizer, and a purposeful event planner and executor, and is never found wanting in any of these responsibilities. Now, with this seemingly overloaded assignment, one may be tempted to think that he will not have any time left for any other thing, not even his family, talk less of an assignment from any auxiliary body of the Jamaat. This is where he called the attention and attraction of the Majlis Ansarullah Award Committee. Apart from being a force to be reckoned with, at both his Mukomi and Dilia levels, and as well as at the national mulk level, he is a golden fish that has no hiding place. As a member of the Majlis Ansarullah Amila Mulk, he is currently serving selflessly and diligently and resourcefully as Koi Talim Quran and a member of Majlis Ansarullah National Reformation Committee, as well as in some other departments of the Majlis. Mukarram Oyekola Sahib, by Allah's special grace, is happily married. In fact, he just added a new feather to his matrimonial cap a few days ago, days ago. Please do not say I told you. It's again, is the latest, the newest grandpa I have just known. Just a few days ago, he became a grandpa. So that is Mukarram Muhammad Qasim Oyekola Sahib. Sábà dàní ẹlù fún torí pé mo dákẹ́kẹ́ ló ti wá. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. So, I am done.
Just announce their names. The third best.
I am done, sir. I'm done.
We just have 3 more awards to give out, and this is just on the. Yes, I will. So this is just ranking the activities from beginning of the year up to this point, the finance-wise, the reports, and the Ijtema activities. So this will give me the honor to announce to this gathering the 3rd best Majlis for this year 2022, and this goes to Mowei Bafodila, the 3rd best Majlis for the year. Mowei Bafodila. Mowei Bafodila, the 3rd best Dilia. The Nonsim Ala Mowei Bafo is okay, this secretary, the Umumi. And the 2nd best Majlis for the year goes to Coca-Cola de la. Coca-Cola de la, the 2nd best Majlis. And the best dealer. Okay. So the best Majlis goes to Oluyole Onaradila. Barakallahu lakum. Barakallahu lakum. Allahu Akbar. Barakallahu lakum. The best majlis for year 2022. We also seize this opportunity, Sarah.
Because my closing remarks and closing prayer will go together. Okay. No, let's do the closing. It depends on the time. She's at that room. I'll take your time to make that decision. So how many minutes then?
Sir. Doesn't come on last side. All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Without wasting time, I will strictly go to the point. We start with the tajnid of those who attended this year National Ijtema, the 46th of its kind. The overall tajnid that we recorded is 3,723. You may deduce that it is underestimated, and many people are not captured. Some individuals that came in did not register. And for those who came late, even there was no tag to allocate it to them. As such, we have a sort of shortfall. But with the figure with me, it's 3,723. And I want to judge it by saying that it is the best attendance so far for the past 10 years. In 2017 at Kogi, we have 1,850. In Badagry, we have 1,725. In Nota, we have 2,150. And for this very one, it is 3,723 so far. That is for Tajnid. And for the next place where Ijtema may be likely hold. Initially, Abuja Dilia supposed to have held this Ijtema in 2020. Because of COVID, we could not do it. 2021, we cannot do it. 2022, because of insecurity here and there, we have to shift ground. If Abuja is peaceful next year, inshallah, it will be held there. If otherwise, Akpata is considered. If Akpata could not meet the expectation, it will go to Ikokia, and if otherwise too, it will go to Ondo Dilia. Those are the lists that we have penciled down for the next year National Ijtema. I want to correct the wearing of the necktie. I'm seeing various models. Some put their white at the back, some put their own in the front. So I want to inform you that the actual method is for the black to be behind like this. You can see it. Let me start from the beginning. You hold the two blacks like this. And diagonally, you fold it. Then put it back. And at the end of the day, the black aspect of which will be at the back, while the one in the front. So you make the correction anytime you want to use the necktie. And that's the tradition of the Majlis all over the world, and we have to entrench it. Secondly, for those who did not have, you should meet your dealer, nursing dealer, and present your request. We will send it to you, inshallah, Aziz. Then, when the presenter of the award, one of the awards, most dedicated award, there's one lesson I want you to learn. Irrespective of your qualification, irrespective of your age, irrespective of whatever you have or what are you, try to put dedication in whatever you are doing. The person that was announced, who is Brother Peno, came from Odo to come and carry the whole exercise. I know some people are working, but the most dedicated one, and that's how the life is. So always put it in mind, whenever you come to Ijtema, don't wait to be served. Try to serve for the people. And that's the lesson we derive from him. Then finally, I want to appeal to you when going home. Don't allow your driver to overspeed. Don't be in a hurry. Always follow the traffic rules and regulations. May Allah save everybody from all road messes. May Allah be with everyone. Inshallah, that since we will meet next year. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan jaza. Mike, Kinindi, Mike, Ili Uso. Why don't they on so long? Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So after the Sadar's message, the next one is the communique that Dr. Alaafin is going to anchor for us. Thereafter, announcements by Alhaj Dawud Abiola Raji before the closing remarks and closing prayers.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the communique issued at the end of the 46th annual Ijtema of the Majlis Ansarullah Ahmadiyya, Nigeria. Members of the Majlis Ansarullah Ahmadiyya, Nigeria, the elders community of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat of Nigeria, held their 46th annual Ijtema, that's convention, at the Federal Government Girls College, Owini, Oyo State, between Friday, 2nd September and Sunday, 4th September 2022. The theme of the convention is experiencing God in a materialistic world. At the three-day convention, members resolved as follows: that Nigeria as a country is presently in dire need of a radical navigational change in our critical sectors such as education, health, security, industrialization, and general economic management. That it is high time Nigerians as citizens eschewed the culture of blame game and collectively imbibe the spirit of paradigm shift in our leadership followership mindset. That the mad rush for overnight ill-gotten wealth especially among the Nigerian youths, portends serious danger, not only for the present generation, but also for the future of the country as a whole, a development that is capable of causing any society of humans to go into permanent extinction. That it is mind-boggling, worrisome, and disturbing the manner in which the world today has completely jettisoned anything of God and tends to desperately and indiscriminately pursue materialism, even at the expense of the precious lives of fellow human beings. That there can be no success for anyone in this world and in the world hereafter except through obedience to God, His messengers, and the constituted authorities appointed or elected to oversee the affairs of men. That it is incumbent upon parents, especially fathers, to save themselves and members of their household from the torments of the hellfire by directing their hearts to the way of God and ensuring that they conduct themselves in manners that are morally, legally, and socially approved. That parents, as movers of the microstratum of the society, are duty-bound to bring forth pious and God-fearing children who will join them in the task of inviting people to God. And finally, that parents who desire pious children must themselves be pious and be unconditionally submissive to the instructions and commands of God-appointed spiritual leader and Khalifa of the time. For children tend to emulate what they see their parents do, rather than follow what their parents tell them to do. 3,723 participants attended the convention from the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Among the important dignitaries who also graced the occasion are 1. Alhaji Imam Abdul Rashid Abdulaziz, SA to the Oyo State Governor on Islamic Affairs; 2. Honorable Mojisola Kafila Olakojo, Chairman at my local government; and 3. Honorable Asmi Unina Alarape, former Speaker, Oyo State House of Assembly, and currently Minority Leader, Oyo State House of Assembly. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let me comment the announcement by appreciating members for their endurance, patience, and above all, cooperation. This we are appealing to you to please sustain and maintain until Amir Sahab says the closing prayer. And I want to appeal to you to please be patient and be attentive to the following announcements. 1. Arrangement for the cleanliness. All the dealers are to take care of the places allocated to them. They are to do the proper cleaning, including the toilets. Please take note. The picking of the general compound as a whole will be done by all. Ogbomoso, Ikoyi, and Oyo Delia are specially appealed to please not to be in a hurry to leave in order to accrue more blessings to yourself. On behalf of Sada Side, I want to make this special appreciation. For example, to start with, the college authority in all, we are expressing our appreciation to them for their cooperation and for their readiness to help and for all other things they have done for us. Lajina, Imam Eli, and others, our wives and mothers, we appreciate them for all their efforts. Allah knows every one of us, and may Allah reward us accordingly. Second to the last, the special announcement goes to the drivers and the vehicle owners. The information reached us that the route we took when we are coming here is very bad, and Udams has been strategically located to direct us towards another route which will not create problems for us. The correction or addition in the prize award is just to announce that the only person available in Group C for quiz competition is Brother Giwa Yusuf, and he has been awarded the prize. And as a parting gift and parting announcement, I want to seize this opportunity to please give your parting donation to Humanity First. May Allah accept our donation and reward us with abundance of blessing. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So now it's closing remarks and closing prayers.
On the kind permission of the Alaafin side, I've been asked to
Okay, sir. See the award.
Not the awards, the communique, yes.
It must represent.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ad'u la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna sayyidana Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Amma ba'd. Fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Na'amaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil karim wa ala alihi wa ala ashabihi wa kullu man tabaha al-huda ila yawmiddin. The missionary in charge, our Sadar Sahib, Majlis Ansarullah Nigeria, the Naibin Amir, our referred former Amir, Mubaligin Mualimin, members of the high table at this side, members of the high table at the other side. We give glory to Almighty Allah for His blessings on each and every one of us, for us to be able to go through this year's Ijtema. May Almighty Allah accept it as an act of ibadah for each and every one of us. Allah has saved each of us down to this venue. As we will be departing and we will be going back, I pray that Allah see us safely back home. For those who are requesting for health, may Almighty Allah grant them very good health. And for those who wanted to come and are unable to come, may Almighty Allah not deny them the reward of attendance. And for those of us who have some other things to do and we are not able to do them, may Allah not also deny us the attendance of those things that we are to do. What Brother Taufik Ajibola wanted to say is whether the communique reflected the opinion of the Majalis. And to the extent that it was not put together by one person, I have the honest belief that that should have been done. So may Allah bless the communique. My message to us is just only one as a closing remark. And that is a verse in the Holy Quran where Almighty Allah addressed the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and says, Ya ayyuhar rasul, baligh ma unzila ilayk wa in lam تفعل فما بلغت الرسالة والله يعصمك من الناس والله يعصمك من الناس إن الله لا يهدي القوم الكافرين. In this verse, Allah called the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to deliver the message as it has been relayed to him. Baligh ma unsila ilayka. Deliver the message as it has been delivered to you. My request is that we have listened to a lot of guidance here. Let us work on them and put them in practice. May Almighty Allah make it easier for each and every one of us. Of all the messages we have taken, all our activities here center significantly on Tabligh, bringing in people to the Jamaat, for them not to be worldly, even though we will pursue the world in terms of material of Allah, but not to be worldly. We should have faith. So I pray that Allah increase us in faith and enable us to deliver on the assignment that are given to us. The only message I said I want to have for us, of all the messages that we already have, is what I am repeating for the third time. I said it on Friday, I said it also yesterday, and I'm going to repeat it today so that we will all make sure we work on it. And that is on the Minarets International University. We have all agreed and concluded that we are starting the university by September 2023. It is inshallah al-aziz. It is part of our very strong tabligh, and this is where we will be teaching people faith as well as how to live this world by not being materialistic. The importance of the university as a tool of tabligh cannot be overemphasized. So I will plead with those of us who have not paid to please make sure we contribute our own. You know, as I said, we know the level of the contribution there. And if we pay our own, we should also encourage others as well to pay. May Almighty Allah accept it as an act of ibadah for each and every one of us. So on a final note, I wish all of us a safe journey back to our various destinations. May Allah be with us all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. It's 8:35. Please join me in closing prayers. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Amen.
Salli ala nabiyyina, salli ala Muhammadin, salli ala nabiyyina, salli Salli ala habibina, salli ala Muhammadin, salli ala rahimina, Salli ala Muhammadin